What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my Q&A video. I asked you guys to leave me questions in my giveaway video, and you guys left me about 300 and something questions, so those are going to be the questions that I'm going to be answering. Some of them were repeated, so of course I'm not going to be answering the same question more than once. Also, some questions I have already answered here on my channel, so I will leave my previous Q&A and my chit chat get ready with me's and my mixed girl tag and all of that, because I did get questions on like my ethnicity, where I'm from, and all of that. So I will leave those videos down in the description box if you haven't watched them already. But I'm going to pretty much answer any questions that I haven't answered on my channel yet. And these are all of the questions. Like, there's pages of questions, and I had to organize everything because if not, it was going to be a hot mess. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into the Q&A. All right, so starting off with the first question, would you ever do a meetup with your subscribers that live in the same state as you? And yeah, I would love to. The only thing is I don't know how many people would actually show up. If people actually would want to go and actually lived here in California, why not? Is primer important to wear all of the time? I'm kind of new to wearing makeup and just want to know. I do think it's an important step to starting off your makeup. If you don't have primer and you don't want to go out and buy a primer, I would at least do a moisturizer and then do your makeup. I mean, I would do both, moisturizer and a primer if you can. But if you do feel like that's a little too much for your skin, I don't think you have to prime your face. What's one thing you wish you could change about yourself or improve on? I know everybody says this, but I don't really think I have anything I would want to change about myself. If I had to change something, then I would probably change the fact that I'm super shy in front of people, or I don't really approach people and make conversation. I just kind of wait for people to approach me because I don't want them to be like, who the heck is this girl? What are some brushes you highly recommend? What are some memorable experiences throughout your years of filming? And how do you feel about the evolution of the way you do your makeup? Some brushes that I highly recommend that I am obsessed with. Morphe brushes. I love Morphe brushes. I have a few Sigma brushes, but I haven't used the Sigma brushes enough to be like, yeah, these are holy grail. But the Morphe brushes, I love those brushes. You guys know that my Morphe M439 is my favorite foundation brush. And then I have some shadow brushes in there. I have a lot of Morphe brushes, and I can actually speak upon those because I use those all of the time. Some memorable experiences throughout my years of filming. I would have to say just being able to look back at my old videos. I try to not do that, but I started literally from filming from my iPhone, and it got me through to a few videos, and I finally saved up for my camera. And then about the evolution of the way I do my makeup. So I have changed the way I have done my makeup. Like, I started off doing just foundation and maybe blush and mascara. Like, I didn't really do my makeup that often, and I didn't do that much, but I have learned new techniques and what works for my face, what works for my eye shape, and all of that stuff. So I have been able to kind of figure things out as far as how I like my makeup and how to change my makeup. But when I first started, honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. Didn't know how to do anything but throw on some foundation. What are your must-have products for flawless skin? And I got a lot of questions about how to get flawless skin and how I keep my face looking flawless. I do still have acne scars. I know you guys can't really see that much on camera, but I do have, you know, acne scars, and I do have like dark circles and stuff like that. But it's really all full coverage foundations. Do you have a workout or fitness regimen? No, I don't work out, and it's very bad because I should, but I don't work out. Do you like more simple looks or more dramatic looks? If I had to pick one, I would say more simple looks, just because I am lazy as heck, and the easier and the faster, the better for me. But there are days like today where I do like to go a little more dramatic, a little more glam. The next question is, where is your shirt from? So a lot of people ask me where my shirt was from in my last not my last video, my Q&A video. And my shirt was actually from G Stage, and I think they have an online website too. What is your favorite eyeshadow palette? I do have a few palettes that I really like, but one that I think that just about every person should have would be the Morphe 35O palette. That palette is so good. Let me show you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys know exactly what palette I'm talking about, but it's this palette right here. And this palette is so pretty. If you love warm colors, I would snatch this one if you can. What is your most favorite clothing store to shop out? Your outfits are always on point. Have an amazing birthday. Thank you. So most of my shopping honestly is Forever 21, H&M, Charlotte Russe, anywhere where I can find something cute. I'm not really picky when it comes to clothes and quality and stuff. I'm an 18-year-old senior. Any advice for the transition into adulthood? Things are not always going to go the way that they are planned. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Just be ready for whatever comes to you, because no matter how much you plan, things are not always going to go the way you want them to go. And that's one thing that I learned, and I'm still learning, and that goes for pretty much anything. I love this next question. It says, are you married, and what made you start a YouTube channel? So I am not married. I'm not engaged either. The ring that I wear is a promise ring from Chris, my boyfriend, but I am not engaged. If I was engaged, it would be on this hand and it would be bigger. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if I was engaged, it would be on this hand right here. But no, I have it on my middle finger, and it is not an engagement ring. I'm not married. Maybe one day, maybe soon, maybe later, who knows? But no, I'm not married. And what made me want to start my YouTube channel? Honestly, it was very random. I was just watching videos one day. I think I've already talked about this, but I was just watching videos one day, and I was like, wow, people actually take time out of their day to teach people like me stuff. So I was like, why don't I do that? And at the time, I was getting a lot of questions about my hair and stuff. So that's how I started my channel. Do you use any products that help with acne scars? I actually just discovered this Murad Post Acne Lightening Serum, and I got a sample from Sephora, and I've been using it ever since, and it has lightened my acne scars a lot. A lot. So if you're struggling with scarring, pigmentation, and so on and so forth, I would check out the lightening serum. That one has actually been working very well for me. In your opinion, what is the best product for oily skin? L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. What do you suggest for my under eyes? They are always creasing with every concealer that I use. I would suggest using a setting powder. And if you struggle even with a setting powder, I would suggest to try baking underneath your eyes. I know that's not ideal for every day, but if you do hate the struggle of creasy under eyes, I would suggest a setting powder. And the ones that I love are the Coty Airspun Loose Powder. This one is really good. Or you can even use the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I love both of these equally. How do you manage YouTube in your life? So it is hard, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard going to school, going to work, and doing YouTube, because it's like I'm literally doing 3 things that consume a lot of time. Luckily, I have a pretty flexible schedule as far as school and work and all of that, so I'm able to really sit down and film some good videos and really sit down and edit some good stuff. So that really helps a lot. What is your favorite primer / face moisturizer? I really like pore minimizing primers. So the Benefit Professional and also the Makeup Forever smoothing one. And I also like the NYX Angel Veil primer. And then as far as moisturizer, I've been using the Cetaphil moisturizer. And I just tried one from First Aid Beauty, the Ultra Repair Cream, and I'm obsessed with that one. What are the makeup products that you can't live without? And for me, that would be foundation, because I can do without eyeshadow, I can do without lashes, I could do without mascara, I can do without blush, I can do without bronzer maybe, but I mean, I wouldn't do bronzer without foundation. What's your favorite show at this time? I have to admit, I love watching the Kardashians. How have you been liking working at Sephora? Is it everything you thought it would be? So I am gonna do another video on that as well, but I do really like working there, and it pretty much is everything that I was expecting it to be. I really do like it. How do you prime your lips to get your color to stay? So I don't really prime my lips to make my lip color last longer. I prep and prime my lips to prevent my lips from getting cracked up throughout the day. So I just moisturize them, and I use the Smith's Rosebud Salve from Sephora. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Ooh, that's a long 10 years. I'm gonna be 32 in 10 years. Jeez, okay. Woo. I definitely want to have a kid by that age, maybe 2. I want to have my own house, of course. If my degree gets me to a very good place, then I would love to be in the social media industry. And if not, then I would love to work from home, continuing doing YouTube videos if you guys were to keep watching them. When you first started YouTube, did you ever plan on becoming as big of a YouTuber as you are right now? And do you plan to continue doing YouTube forever? So when I first started my channel, I never, ever, ever, ever would have thought I would be so close to 30,000 subscribers. Never. And then as far as doing YouTube for a long time, I would, as long as you guys keep watching and as long as my channel keeps growing and my channel gets more successful and all of that. I mean, why not? What advice would you give someone that is thinking about starting their YouTube channel, and how did you get into the beauty business? First and foremost, be yourself. Don't try to be like any other YouTuber. Be ready to be consistent, and I cannot stress that enough. Upload very often so that people don't forget that you have a channel. What is my favorite food to eat? I love pasta. What's your favorite sunscreen? I really just use any sunscreen that has a good SPF. I'm not really picky with my sunscreens, except for if I'm gonna use them on my face, I get one that is made specifically for my face. What makeup gurus do you watch or look up to? Love your videos. Thank you. So there are a lot of people that I watch on YouTube. So many people that I watch, so many people that I love. Like Desi and Katie, I love them. I watch Myra Touch of Glam and I love her videos too. Jaleesa Moses, Latoya's Life, Ready Set Glamour, Mariana Hewitt, Beauty Bird, Miss Fabulous Teeks, Raven Elise, Alexandra Garza. So many people. I have so many people. Like that's not even half of the people that I love. But yeah, I'll probably leave some in the description box because I have a lot of people that I love watching. I always love your videos. Thank you. The question I have is how you first got started in makeup and how long have I been doing it? So I first started wearing makeup like my senior year of high school, I would say. But I wasn't really one that wore makeup throughout my high school years. That was just me. Like I was just lazy and I didn't know what I was doing with makeup. So I didn't really wear it until my senior year. And then from there, I just pretty much added different things to my makeup routine. What's your favorite bronzer to use? And that, my darling, would have to be my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun. I love this bronzer. Like I'm wearing this one right now and I love this bronzer. This is a good shade for me when I'm lighter. This is a good shade for me in the summertime. And it's really easy to blend. It's really pigmented. It's not chalky. I just love it. What are your top 5 products for oily skin? Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is really good for oily skin. Again, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is amazing for oily skin. I feel like I never get oily with this. Coty Airspun Powder, Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I love using this to control my oils. They're probably the only powders that I use that will lock in my makeup and will not make me oily throughout the day. Last but not least is a setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, which is still good for oily skin, but they have a de-slick oil control setting spray. So I would highly recommend that one if you have oily skin. What do you do for unwanted facial hair? The only facial hair that I take off is either from my brows or from my mustache. And I just thread. I like the way that threading looks on my brows, so I just thread my brows. And then since I'm there, I might as well thread my upper lip as well. Upper lip does hurt with threading, but it also hurts with wax. Wax is a little bit faster, but I feel like threading gives me the results that I like. What are your favorite high-end lip dupes? If you're looking for dupes for high-end lipsticks, I would check out ColourPop. I've only tried out their liquid lipsticks. For example, Limbo by ColourPop is close to the brown color from the Kylie lip kits. Beeper can be a similar color to some of the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. So if you're looking for like liquid lipstick dupes, I would check out ColourPop. They have a lot. Do you have an everyday hair routine? And yes, it is to just throw my hair up in a bun. Can you do a tutorial doing someone's makeup? Yeah, I can make a video like that. I've done makeup like on my mom and my sisters and stuff, but usually when I do their makeup, it's already nighttime, and then I don't really like the artificial lighting. So if one day I need to do somebody's makeup in the daytime here in my room, then I will try to film it for you guys. What are your favorite nude lip products? I don't really have a lot of nude lipsticks because it's kind of hard for me to find my shade. But one that I really like is Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow. That one's really, really pretty. As far as lipsticks that aren't matte, I like the L'Oreal Color Rich in Toasted Almond. And it's this color right here. Let me show you guys a swatcheroonie. Satin Nude Warm Lipstick. What is your favorite / most versatile eyeshadow palette or single shadows to take when you travel? I would honestly do Makeup Geek, and I would just build your own palette. Like, you can literally just pick whatever colors you want, and these shadows I think are about $5 to $6, and they're very good quality. So if you are traveling and you're thinking of taking just one solid palette with you, I would suggest picking some shadows from Makeup Geek. The next question says, who inspires you? And I actually got this question quite a lot throughout the comment section as well. As far as real life and everyday stuff, I would say my parents, my family, and my boyfriend, because they're very supportive. And then a celebrity that inspires me is Zoe Saldana. She came out in the movie Colombiana, and then she came out in the movie Avatar. I just love her kind of vibe that she gives off, and I've heard her speak a few times, and she speaks very, very intelligently. She's really smart, she's very talented, and of course she is gorgeous. Next question is, could you do a room tour? My room is like nowhere near done, and I don't even know if and when it will ever get done. So maybe one day, I don't know, we'll see. What is your favorite color, and what do you love doing the most? And how do you feel about high-end makeup or drugstore makeup? Love you, Big 22. Neutrals, black, white, beige, olive. And then next season it'll be something different, and the next year it'll be something different. So I don't know. I don't really have a favorite color. I like a lot of different colors. I honestly love doing YouTube the most out of everything that I do. And then how do I feel about high-end makeup and drugstore? I love both the same. I do use a lot more drugstore stuff, but I am starting to dig into more high-end stuff. If you guys have noticed, I've started using a little more high-end stuff, but I like both equally. You can find some good stuff in the drugstore that'll do the same thing as high-end, and you can find some really good high-end stuff that you can't really find in the drugstore. I had to let my camera rest for a little bit because it was getting a little too intense for my camera. But moving on, have you ever thought about making random vlogs every here and there? And I have thought about that actually, but it kind of scares me because I feel like my life is so not exciting. I just go to school, just go to work, and that's pretty much all that I do. It is very rare where I have something really exciting going on, but I am thinking of doing like car vlogs, like on my way to school and on my way home from school. So let me know if you guys would be interested in me doing like car vlogs, or if that sounds boring, then I won't do car vlogs. As a child, did you ever picture yourself doing what you do now? And no, I did not. Growing up, everybody's like, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a teacher, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. What are your 2016 YouTube goals? So I'm about to hit 30,000 subscribers. For this year, I at least want to be at 50,000 subscribers. At least 50,000 subscribers. I just gotta be on my grind, gotta get some videos out for you guys. But yeah, I do want to have about 50,000 subscribers. What advice would you give to your younger teenage self? Something I would say to my teenage self. What would I say to myself? Just focus on school, don't worry about what other people are doing, and just enjoy being young and have fun. What are your favorite nail polish brands and colors? My favorite nail polish brand is OPI. They have really nice nude and red colors, and their like polish is really pigmented and it's easy to apply. Next question is, what's the most important thing in your life? And that of course would be my family, because without my family I would probably be nowhere. How do you feel about people looking up to you? And this is something that still like hasn't clicked in my mind. Like the fact that there's people out there that actually do look up to me. It's not something that I would have ever really imagined, except for from like my sisters or something. That is like a big thing for me, and it's what keeps me wanting to do these videos. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up this Q&A. I still have like 6 pages of questions to go through, so I'm definitely gonna be doing more Q&As, and I'll be using these questions, and then I'll probably do chit chat get ready with me videos and stuff. But that is all I'm able to answer for today. Again, thank you to all of you who did enter the giveaway and left your questions, and of course thanks to all of you who did wish me a happy birthday. I got so much love from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video.